second graders, it's me, Miss Hickman. I have an awesome reading lesson for you guys today. We are going to be looking at illustrations and words, and we're going to be figuring out how they're connected. I hope you're ready. Get your thinking caps on because your reading lesson starts in 10 seconds. Today, we are going to be using illustrations and words of a text. When we look at the illustrations and the words together, it can help us better understand the characters, the setting, and the plot of a story. Think about your reading lessons. Characters are who the story is about. Setting is where the story is taking place. And plot is what is happening in the story. We want to pick out those important events. When we're looking at the illustrations and the words, we want to ask ourselves the following questions. How can we use illustrations to better help us understand the characters, the setting, and the plot? How can we use the words in the text to better help us understand the characters, setting, and plot? What information and evidence can we pull from the illustrations as well as the words of a text as readers? Remember, we can't just identify the story elements. We have to show that we understand them. Don't think about how the words and illustrations are different. Think about how they help. Now we are going to be reading a story about Miss Hickman. When we are reading the story, make sure you're looking at the illustrations as well as the words. When we're reading, see if you can identify the characters, the setting, and the plot. We want to use both the illustrations and the words to help us get this information. Now, let's read a story about Miss Hickman. Miss Hickman needed to wear glasses, but she didn't like the way she looked. She always took them off as soon as she got to school. When she didn't wear her glasses, everything seemed to go wrong. Miss Hickman read the wrong words during the reading lesson. When her students asked her for help tying their shoes, she couldn't see the strings. One day, she put salt instead of sugar in her coffee. Miss Hickman had enough. Finally, Miss Hickman decided to put on her glasses. "Wow," said one of her students. "I wish I had glasses like you." Miss Hickman smiled and never took off her glasses again. Let's answer some questions together. How do the words on page 1 help you understand the setting of the story? Setting. That's where a story is taking place. Let's reread page 1 and see if we can find any words that would help us understand where this story is taking place. Miss Hickman needed to wear glasses, but she didn't like the way she looked. She always took them off as soon as she got to school. When she didn't wear her glasses, everything seemed to go wrong. Miss Hickman read the wrong words during the reading lesson. Now, do you see any words that would help me find the setting of the story? I do too. On page 1, it says, she always took them off as soon as she got to school. School! That's where this story is taking place. Let's keep reading and see if we can find any other information that would help us understand the setting. Miss Hickman read the wrong words during the reading lesson. Where do you do reading lessons? At school. So now I understand that the story is taking place at school. Let's read our answer choices and see if we can find the correct answer. A. The words help me understand the setting of the story is at school. Hey, that matches what we found in our story. Let's keep reading to make sure, but A seems like the right answer. B. The words help me understand that the setting of the story is at Miss Hickman's house. There's nothing in the story that would tell us that the story's taking place at Miss Hickman's house. So far, A seems like the right answer. Let's keep reading to make sure. C, the words help me understand that the setting of the story is in an office. Again, there's no words in the story that would tell me that the story is taking place in an office. So, A is the correct answer. The words help me understand that the setting of the story is at school. Let's try another one together. What does the illustration and the words on page 3 tell you about how Miss Hickman is feeling? This time, we have to look at the words and the illustration to answer our question. Let's read the words first, and then we'll look at the illustration. One day, she put salt instead of sugar in her coffee. Miss Hickman had enough. Finally, Miss Hickman decided to put on her glasses. What information can you find in the words that would help us figure out how Miss Hickman is feeling? If I look at the words, I see that Miss Hickman had enough. What details from the illustration can you see that would help us figure out how Miss Hickman is feeling? When I go back to my illustration, I see her hands on her head and she's frowning. Now, let's read our answer choices and see if we can find how Miss Hickman is feeling. A, she feels worried. B, she feels fed up. C, she feels happy. D, she feels excited. What do you think the best answer choice is? A, B, C, or D? Let's check and see if we got the same answers. The words and the illustration show me that Miss Hickman feels fed up. She feels fed up or tired of everything going wrong because she's not wearing her glasses. Now it's your turn. You will have 2 minutes to answer the following question. What does the illustration and the words on page 4 tell you about the plot of the story? You will have to reread the words and pay close attention to the picture. Make sure you read all your answer choices before picking the correct answer. You can go ahead and get started. 10 seconds left. Time's up. Now let's go over your answer. If you chose D as your answer, then you are correct. Great thinking. Wow, I'm so impressed. Thanks for learning with me today. I hope you had fun, and I'll see you guys next video.